if-elif-else statement with logical operators. Hi! In the previous topic, we saw about the if-elif-else statements with the integer and string variables. In this video, we are going to see about the same if-elif-else statements, but how to write it with the logical operator. Shall we recall when to use logical operators? We use logical operators to combine many conditions in one statement to get one output. Let us take an example. Now, I will explain what we are going to check here. We have a set of students again, and we are going to divide them into 3 houses for the school sports day. The first house is house rabbit. The second house is house deer. And the third house is house duck. Now, how do we select the students for the 3 houses? We are going to ask all the students to pick one number each. If the student picks number 1 or 2, then he goes to house rabbit. If the student picks number 3 or 4, then he goes to house deer. If the student picks any other number, he goes to the house duck. If you see, for each house, we have 2 conditions. For rabbit house, it is number 1 or 2. For deer house, it is number 3 or 4. So, for the same house, we have 2 conditions. So, can we combine it? Yes, we can use logical operators. Now, a student is going to pick a number from the bowl, and the student picks a number which is 3. Shall we write a code for it? Let us go to Python now and first create a variable to store the number 3. So, we write number is equal to 3. Now, let us start checking our conditions. Let us write our first condition to check if the picked number is equal to 1 or 2. So, we check if either of 2 numbers is 1 or 2 at the same time. So, we use the logical operator or between them. So, we write if space number equal to 1 space or space number equal to 2 colon. Now, if any one condition is true, Python should print you go to house rabbit. So, press enter and we write print open bracket, close bracket. And inside the brackets, open single quote, close single quote. And inside the quotes, write you go to house rabbit. Now, let us check our second condition if the picked number is equal to 3 or 4. So, we check if either of 2 numbers is 3 or 4 this time. So, we use the logical operator or again between them. We press enter and delete the tab space and write elif space number equal to 3 space or space number equal to 4 colon. Now, if any one condition is true, Python should print you go to house deer. So, press enter and we write print open bracket, close bracket. Inside the bracket, put open single quote, close single quote and write you go to house deer inside the quotes. And now, let us check our third condition. So, if the student picked any other number, then Python should print you go to house duck. So, we press enter and delete the tab space and write the else condition and then the print statement. So, we write else colon and press enter, write print open bracket, close bracket, open single quotes, close single quotes, and inside the quotes write you go to house duck. Now, save the file and run the code. The output printed is you go to house deer. The first condition checks if the number is 1 or 2. And because the number is 3 here, the condition fails. So, Python comes to the next condition to check if the number is equal to 3 or 4. Here, because one condition is true, then the print statement is printed. So, you go to the house deer is printed as output. I hope you understand now how if-elif-else statements are used with logical operators. See you all in another interesting video. Bye-bye.